done little TikToks here and there on it, but like we got to talk about Mars in Cancer. Mars entered Cancer at 5:45 a.m. Mountain Time today, Saturday the 25th, and which was 7:45 a.m. Eastern. And Mars, our driver, motivation, entering the sign of Cancer, I feel. Cancer is family, roots, the mother, the father, the past, the end of the matter. There's lots of like end of an era, tying up loose ends, like really being forced to face our shadow, face our past, face our fears in regards to maybe even the stuff that we do like in public versus in private. But something came up in a TikTok a while ago that felt very Mars in Cancer, being an Aries sun. I'm hypersensitive to Mars because it's my ruling planet. What up, y'all? It's your girl, JV. I breathe this. Hydrate, light it if you got it. We're creating a safe space for our benevolent ancestors, Mother God, Father God, Mother Earth. Ooh, they just checked me. That was rude. Excuse me. I'm sorry. I'm trying to pray with my lungs full of smoke. Ooh, I don't even know how much of that got recorded. My friend called me. Huh. But yeah, don't pray with smoke in your lungs. Sorry about that. Here we go, creating a safe space for our benevolent ancestors, Mother God, Father God, Mother Earth. Thanking you for the most useful, helpful, and divinely aligned messages. For this Mars and Cancer transit, I'm gonna post I'm gonna post the TikToks that I did. But what I was saying is that there was a message that came in that felt very Mars in Cancer, and I put like 2 and 2 together. So remember when I was like, hey, I found myself praying and thanking, I was like thanking and low-key praying for this ex that like fucked my world up. We have not, like, have never talked since. And I want to like, but it set me on my fucking path. Like this, I don't know if there's, it's funny because all of my friends, when they like refer to like my heartbreak or a heartbreak, there's only 2 people that they refer to. And if you know, you know, I love you, but there's like only 2 people that they refer to. Shout out to the moon, man. Shout out. That's one. But then the other, like, really like, whoo, bah, bah, bah. Okay, so, but it fucking changed my life, and looking back at it now, it barely hurts. I mean, like, it doesn't hurt at all, but like looking now, it doesn't hurt at all. But like looking back at that, I was like, wow, crazy bitch, you were so distraught over that, and it ended up like literally leading me to my promised land. And it started with my first real love, which was music. And fell in love with this beautiful person, and he sang and played the guitar, and then started to like, it started to, I don't know, coax me out of it. And it was like him making music and me listening, turning into like making music with him. And then I got a whole fucking, I got like an album and a half out of that motherfucker. And like it was one of the only 2 times in my life where I was able to like write songs from like, oh, this like wondrous, like childlike joy, like in fucking love, happy place. Versus it just being like a melody I catch, or me putting like words to something, or me writing out of pain. There's such good music that came, and that led to me even just like working with him. There's something about like, I just wanted to like keep up, or not keep up, but I wanted to like be at all the things that I was, all the things that he saw in me. And so I started recording music again, and I was like in the studio all the time. I was working fucking 80 hours a week at a job that just fucking sucked my soul. But I made so much money. I made so much money. Oh my God. But I had no life. And I left, I ended up like leaving the job. So I started serving. Just because I was just like, I just want to be around people. I just want to be out in the world. I just want to just like, And I was serving, and then like serving ended up me meeting one of my best friends in the world who lives with me now and just bought a house, and like all of this stuff happened. Met her, met my bandmates, like we like made a band, we're gigging. I wanted to like, fuck it, van life, let's like take it. Everybody else liked having jobs and stuff, and so I was like, fuck it, I'm road tripping the US. Anyway, like, that shattering of my heart is literally what led me like to take this stage. It's like, I just feel it feels, I wrote something down. Some pain you're in right now is the one that's setting you free. You don't even know it yet. And I feel like that's what Mars in Cancer is bringing in. So let's see. Mars in Cancer, the King of Swords reversed. Yeah, it's like you think you know, but you have no idea. Someone has been mean. Someone has been cold, silent, ghosted you. Maybe like slandered your name or talked shit about you, or someone's made you doubt yourself. Someone offered their love and then took it back, said stuff that they knew would really impact you, and then like, you know, just went back on their word in some sort of way. You've been hurt. We've all been hurt, but I feel like there's some recent hurt, baby, that's been an ignition. It's an initiation, and you don't even realize that it's an initiation. So Mars going into Cancer. Mars falls in Cancer, so it's going to be losing a bit of its steam, and I think that's good, because Mars is asking us, low-key forcing us to feel our feelings. Like, we will be feeling the fullness of our feelings. And so to get ahead of the game, and so we don't have to get dragged through the mud, like, what is it that we need to be feeling our feelings on? It's going to be different for all of us. It's a general reading, but the Seven of Swords and the Empress. This keeps coming up. In TikTok, it was the Seven of Swords and the King of Pentacles reversed. So for some of us, there's been, you know, intense damage done by someone with Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, or Taurus placements. Maybe also this is going to be asking us to acknowledge our mother wounds. There's stuff with a mother figure, a mother-in-law, a mother that, you know, maybe you're feeling betrayed, or some of you don't have your mother's whole story. You don't have the picture. You don't have all the pieces to the puzzle. And so you think that, you know, she did something from a very maybe selfish or motivating, or I just feel like some of you have a perception and you don't really know all the pieces yet. I feel like we're coming into a place where we're going to start to see those of you who have wounds or grudges, or wounds and grudges against your mother, or with your mother, or a mother figure, or in regards to mothering, or a mother-in-law. Or this even could be like a female boss or someone who was like a female who abused their power possibly. It's just like that. Those wounds are coming up to be released. Yeah, because I do feel like we're going to be motivated to break out of any of the looping or cycles in our mind. The Seven of Swords with the King of Swords reversed, that's the Eight of Swords, and then 8 on the clock. Yeah, there is this, it's like the quarter's up, the quarter's almost up on this train of thought, on us being able to, or on this perspective. Page of Cups reversed, and the Nine of Wands, the same cards are coming out, even though I've shuffled. I feel like there's the Page of Cups reversed. It could be like a breakup or an ending of something that you thought was going to be something. Something didn't, some feeling, some passion project. Maybe this, maybe somebody with Taurus, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, Aries, Leo, or Sagittarius placements. Maybe something didn't take off the way that you thought it would, or didn't go in the direction that you thought it would, and you've been really frustrated. And so, and it just feels like an ending in our frustration. It's just like it's time to feel all of our feelings. And I just want to see, what is this? I don't even really feel like I know what to ask. And that's the weird thing here. Mars in Cancer, the Knight of Cups, the Ten of Cups, and then the Eight of Wands. Yeah, I feel like we've got to, Eight of Pentacles on the bottom of the deck with the Ace of Cups. Goodness, there's all this work that's going into, I feel like, just maintaining homeostasis. And there's just these new cycles. There's something about, like, how are you, if you keep putting in the work, if you keep your nose to the grindstone, if you're not allowing yourself to be optimistic, how are you going to, like, see that this opportunity is coming in, this new relationship, this new connection that wants to come in? I feel like there are new feelings. The Knight of Cups with the Ten of Cups and the Eight of Wands. This feels like there is definitely some sort of new romantic relationship, or this even could be artistic connection, or someone with Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, Aries, Leo, or Sagittarius placements. But Five of Swords, again on the bottom of the deck, it just feels like there's residual heartbreak or pain, like, in the cup has to be cleared out. BRB. Sorry about that. Welcome back. It's your girl Jay. So with the Eight of Pentacles and the Ace of Cups coming out, I feel like there's this big thing about working on what we've been holding on to. What's keeping us from receiving this new cup? What's receiving us from receiving the newness, whatever that is, and however it's manifesting. And I feel like specifically holding on to, like, guarding, keeping yourself safe, trust issues, defense mechanisms. Some of us are in a position where we're being really aggressive, or aggressively protective. And the Ace of Cups is like, hey, there's a softening that's going to be needed in order for you to receive. So let's work on the softening. Let's work on the quest of love. Let's work on giving love, receiving love, figuring out what our Ten of Cups looks like, because the Ten of Cups doesn't look like this for everybody. Not everybody wants this. Not everybody wants, that's not the Ten of Cups for everyone. So it's time for you to figure out what that Ten of Cups, the ultimate fulfillment looks like, that ultimate success, togetherness, happiness, what does that look like for you? And get busy figuring it out, because I do feel like people are going to be coming in that are going to help, or are going to, like, be tests of, like, remember you said you didn't want this, or remember you said you did want this. There, I feel like, is a lot of that going on. So you need to get real specific, because the pace is picking up, stuff is coming in. Five of Swords on the bottom of the deck, and there is this need to, I feel like, Mars in Cancer is going to have us tending to our mental and emotional conflict. Our issue, the issue that we as a collective have with thinking our feelings versus feeling them. So what is Mars in Cancer going to be driving us to do? Motivating us to do? The Well. I feel like it's going to be motivating us to get deeply spiritual with the Hangman on the bottom of the deck. It's going to motivate us to get unstuck. It's going to motivate us to tap into our reserves, to build a reserve. I feel like also there's a lot of ceremonialism, ritualism, spiritual practices and spiritual journeys and encounters that we all are really going to be, I feel like, needing each other for, especially with Pluto now in Aquarius. Clear the smoke. Maybe Mars in Cancer is going to be motivating us to quit smoking or cut back on smoking or build a new relationship with smoke or build a new relationship with fire, build a new relationship with like self-care, self-help products and processes. I feel like Mars in Cancer is really, I also feel like there's something about like leaning into your femininity, leaning into your masculinity. How do you express those? How do you unify them? I feel like Mars in Cancer is motivating us to dream bigger, to go deeper, to go to the hidden places, to get to the roots, tend to the roots. Ooh, there's roots in this, and Cancer is family, roots. Cancer represents in the fourth house, you know, represents represents roots and family, and I love that there are roots in this, the tree she's sitting next to. So I do feel like tending to the, ooh. It makes me think of that Medea play. Excuse me. There's a Tyler Perry play where he does this monologue about how he views people in his life like a tree. And there are people who come in your life and they make everything, you know, feel full, and they decorate things, and they're here, and they wither away, and then they die. And then there are people who are like branches, and branches can be really tricky because they can stay around for a long time and then very randomly like break off. But, you know, then he goes to say that there are people who are in your life, and they're representative of your roots. No matter, you know, which way the wind blows you, they're still there anchoring you down. And so I do feel like Mars in Cancer is motivating us to really identify those connections in our life. I feel like those connections are going to come up. But what do we need to feel our feelings about? That's really what I want to ask. What do we need to feel our feelings about? And this is a general reading, so it's different for everybody, but ooh, that was fast. The Three of Wands reversed. Why aren't you acting? Why aren't you moving? Why aren't you, there's stuff that you've set in motion. Feel your feelings about whoever's turned their back on you, whatever you've turned your back on, whatever you know you need to turn away from. Four of Pentacles on the bottom of the deck. It may have to do with someone with Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, Taurus, Virgo, or Capricorn placements. I feel like it may be about someone that's at a distance from you. I feel like it's time to feel your feelings about the fire sign. Feel your feelings about if there's stuff going on with like ADD or ADHD, or if you're having issues like doing the things that you're intending to do. If you're having issues doing the things you intend to do, it's time to really like feel about that. Not just like, all right, like, and beat yourself up and like try to like, you know, post it your way through life. I feel like there is something about feeling our feelings about our current footing, where we are in life, our current stature, feeling our feelings about what we've set in motion. Are your actions a reflection of your true trajectory? I don't know. Can you make a plan and stick to it? Do you keep your word? Do you trust yourself? Do you trust yourself to do the things you know you're supposed to do? That the divine has ordered you to do, or you feel that like gut, like, you know, passion to do or burning to do? Do you do those things? Do you act on them? Or are you tired? Do you need rest? Feel your feelings about the fact that you may be, you know, you may need some downtime. Or you may need to figure out how to work smarter versus harder. Transmuting our pain into power. Feel your feelings about about understanding that anxiety is a symptom of some repressed emotions underneath it. If there's stuff going on with depression or seasonal depression, if there's stuff going on with you wielding your power, if you're tired, if you're exhausted, if you don't feel like you're communicating properly, if you don't feel like you're thinking clearly, if you feel like you're far away from people who are likened or like-minded to you, I feel like it's time to start feeling your feelings about that. Are you lonely? Are you tired? Are you sad? Are you anxious? What's the root? What's up underneath those emotions, those symptoms? Closing message, anything that we just need to really feel about? Any messages need to come through, things we need to talk about? Death reversed. With the star reversed at the bottom of the deck. Wow. We got to stop putting off the endings. We're afraid of the endings just because of the endings. We're afraid. We're fearing change. When, like, why are we afraid of change? It's going to happen either way. I mean, you can, like, prepare for it, or you can start tapping into faith. What needs to end? What are you avoiding? What are you putting off? Some of you, like, something has you anguished or grieved. I feel like also, like, make sure you're not beating a dead horse. Like, something, like, the ending is generating an opportunity for a new beginning. So stop putting stuff off. It's just prolonging pain. It's just prolonging. Well, I like that even upside down it looks like death. Like, even upside down the word still. Anyway. Also, this feels like a bat when it's upside down. So I do feel like there's something like ending vampiric connections. There may be somebody that just, like, you feel like siphons energy around off of you. Someone who, also, some of you are ending, like, your vampire hours. That's something that's coming up for me. Like, my sleep schedule has been changing big time since the full moon in Virgo. And I just, death reverse also could be, with the star reverse, there may be hopelessness. There may be a lack of faith. You know, issues that need to be tended to about this Aquarius or this Scorpio. I feel like our relationship to, I've been talking about our relationship to intimacy, our relationship to nakedness. That's like a thing. And with Saturn in Pisces, I just feel like that's what this has been kind of like a precursor for. The discipline, it's like stripping yourself bare, clearing your own slate so the divine doesn't have to strip you bare and clean your slate, clean your clock, you know, for you. With the star reversed, I just feel like, and death reversed, these feel like major control issues. And we all are healing our relationship to control. But I'll say it all the time and over again, all that you can control is what you voluntarily put into your body, whether you react or respond, and what you do about your intentions. The rest is out of your jurisdiction, and the rest needs to be placed in the hands of the divine. I love you. We got this.